Oh, that's an important last hole from Robert Thornton.
And you require 148.
So 2 trebles for a shot at a double. He's got one. He's got another. And he's got the double as well. What a start for the Diamond, Ian White.
Ian White.
Yes.
Second leg in to throw first.
We see
Game on.
Ian putting loads of chalk on his fingers and his darts, the extra grip, because yesterday he was doing it a lot, and he still got a few what we call flyers, and they were, you know, flyers. They were miles away from the target. He went for a big 12 on 52 and hit a little 12, and I can assure you don't go for a little 12.
Robert Thornton.
140.
Settles for the ton 40. Yeah, it was a victory over Mickey Mansell for Ian White. Potentially tricky opponent there to get in the second round. The Northern Irishman. But he saw him off 6-4. 92 average. Solid stuff from the Diamond.
99.
But certainly Robert Thornton has got pedigree. Won the UK Open a few years back, beating Phil Taylor in the final. And he can certainly hit the trebles as well.
Yeah, deadly around the treble 20, deadly around double top when he's playing well as well, Robert Thornton. It was certainly those 2 facets of his game that saw him through to that UK Open title. Former World Masters winner as well. Some time ago now. Not really done it on the European Tour though. The best he's done was a quarter-final. That was in Hildesheim, first one of the year.
100.
He ended up losing to Mensur Suljovic. Never made the semi-final of a European Tour event, Robert Thornton. Maybe this weekend is where that changes. Giving himself a chance of an 11 darter here to break Ian White's throw. Break straight back and level the match at 1 apiece. But Ian White is going to be, well, very, very close behind.
81.
Yes, that certainly puts the pressure on this 81. Well, that's a lucky dart, so he'll take that every day of the week, because that leaves him now double top. Oh, and that looked very casual. It didn't even look like he'd settled when he moved to the right before he let go of the dart. And he was a little bit fortunate that went in the treble 7 and not the 7. It was a long way off of where he's actually aiming, which was the treble 19.
85.
But another match where you just think it's going to go all the way. You know, you've got 2 players that are pretty identical in form at the moment.
140.
Yeah, they've met 14 times previously. 7 wins each. So that underlines how evenly matched they are. Last meeting was actually in the final of one of the Pro Tour events last year. Robert Thornton won it 6-5. So again, a close run thing. Ian White.
139.
Ton 40, followed by ton 39.
Well, 2 breaks to throw so far. It looks like we could have another one. You notice that both players stand well back behind the thrower. You get a lot of players that get a bit eager and start to shuffle towards the throwing player. And if you step in
140.
what we call the blue zone there, then there is someone keeping an eye on you, and you will get fined if you step in there on a few occasions.
100. And you require 82.
If you can kick them without standing in there, you get away with that.
What you want is a dodgy floorboard somewhere. Just jump up and down on that as Ian White looks like 17 for double top for 2-1. Gets it. 12 darter and another break of throw.
Well, 100% on the doubles from the players at the moment.
$125.
Still searching for his first 180, Ian White.
$140.
Just to reiterate, the winner of this one faces the winner of our next match, Peter Wright, who was superb in seeing off Matt Clark 6-0 yesterday, 103.6 average. He's going to take on Stephen Bunting today, former Lakeside World Champion, as Ian White misses out on a 180 again with his last dart.
Yes, and when I walked into the hotel last night, Righty and Matt Clark were having a beer.
100.
I don't know if Peter Wright was trying to rub it in, but Matt Clark just put his hands up and said, you know, I've got a little way to go to get the form back to handle that, which is, you know, sometimes when you admit it, it's easier. Well, look at that. Averages from Ian White here. I mean, 115 on his front
41.
9. And nearly as much as that overall. That's exceptional. And if you look at Thornton's, you think, without looking at Ian White's, Thornton's is very, very respectable.
100.
Yeah, they are aided those averages by the finishing. They haven't missed a dart at double between them, these two, so far in this one. Now.
Oh,
lovely stuff. Ian White, what a set-up shot that is. Oh, it might mean nothing. Needed the treble 17 for a shot at the bull. Ian White coming back now. Not missed a dart at double. 12 darter last leg. This is for a 13 darter and for a 2-leg lead. Double 6. And there it is. 3-1. We've got some daylight between these two for the first time.
Yes, what a great setup that was from Ian White. 171. I mean, Thornton's thinking, I've got a few points ahead here. I can handle a ton. But to leave the double like that was exceptional throwing.
Well, you can't quibble with those numbers on the checkout statistics.
Well, the one thing about Ian White, we have seen him
100.
do this before at certain times, you know, the 2 or 3 legs, exceptional. But they're not sustaining it, and that's when he lets his opponent in. And well, this is where he's got to kick on. He's got to keep that high performance up, because that's what buries your opponent. No matter how experienced, you know, you can play your Michael van Gerwen's. If you're going to keep that standard up when you get in front of him,
there's not a great deal he can do about it.
Exactly, it's hard to chase.
Look at this. That will do nicely. First 180 of the match for Ian White. Well, of course, he's best run in a big tournament. It's not, it was the News of the World. Made the final of the News of the World. And that was only, you know, it's a best of 3 legs, isn't it? So
it was a long time ago.
It was a long time. It was 1997.
Up there near your country, Aston Villa.
Yeah, around, yeah. Now then. Ooh.
135.
Well, Robert Thornton coming under some severe pressure from Ian White. Yeah, that News of the World first to 2 legs, so you've got to start quickly, game's over. Made the final there, lost to Phil Taylor.
He did.
44.
I was there.
Ian, you require 86.
As a spectator. There's an ex-spectator from the very early rounds as well.
Now, which way is he going here? I don't think he'll stay in the 18s because he doesn't need to go for the bullseye route, so just set this up here, White.
54.
Robert Thornton just got to apply some pressure because 4-1 down and a breaker throw again. Oh, he's in serious trouble.
95.
Wow.
And you require 32.
Yeah, just not going Thornton's way. The deflections are not helping him out either. But Ian White, 75% on doubles. Can he clean this up for another break of throw, or is he going to let Thornton in? He's going to let Thornton in for a chance. And that deflection has cost Robert Thornton a dart at the double. However, it still may be at the bull. Big 12. Now the bullseye. What a big dart this is for Thornton.
56.
I think that facial expression said it all.
And you require 8.
So for 4-1 and another break of throw. Double 4 for Ian White. Double 2 now.
4.
Wow, and they were a long way off.
Robert, you require 25.
They were a long way off the target.
Well, before this messing around on the doubles, Ian White was averaging well over 100. Close to 110 than 100. But Robert Thornton has held on. He's only 1 leg behind. And has that just knocked Ian White's momentum?
Well, we did talk about, you know, I mean, he played exceptional to 3-1. And he scored brilliantly in that leg. I mean, after 12 darts, he's looking at a double. And that's when you bury your opponents. That's why, you know, the Michael Van Gerwens, the Phil Taylors, the Gary Anders are major tournament winners.
81.
When they get in that position, then they then put the boot in.
This year, Ian White has made a couple of finals on the tour, and in doing so, he's hit 2 9-darters. When he's hit a 9-darter on the day, he's made the final. Now, he's lost both those finals to Phil Taylor and Dave Chisnell. But he has the game. When things are going his way, he has the game to go all the way and be competing
41
in the final of these tournaments. But after looking like he was really on song in the opening 4 legs, the wheels are just coming off a little bit, perhaps.
140.
It seems as if the doubles in that last leg at the moment has really knocked his confidence. He needs to put a nice first dart in the treble and just get his confidence and his eye line back.
Just what the doctor ordered.
139.
Oh, but Thornton coming back at him.
136.
Coming back at him strongly. You see just a little bit more of a bounce in Robert Thornton's step.
Well, we always said, Dan, you don't have to look at the boards. You just look at Robert Thornton's facial expressions, and that'll tell you exactly what he's hit.
100. Or you require 167.
Well, if he doesn't take this out, just got to make sure he hits a treble. A visit without a treble does not help. He'll come down for...
59.
That's exactly what he's done.
So
he's opened up the door for Ian White. Now, he took out 148 in that first leg.
Oh, level tunnel do him. Just stay well away from that second dart.
Pitch it in double top.
100. Or you require 108.
So, to level the match. 90 left. Needed the treble 18 for a shot at the double.
56.
So, double top for Ian White. He missed 6 darts in the previous leg for a 4-1 lead. He's got 3 in his hand to make it 4-2. And he only needs the 1. And that may exercise some of the demons from the previous leg.
Well, that's exactly what he had to do, because, you know, you don't want to let the rot set in, and that one leg stretches to 2 and 3 legs, and all of a sudden, before you know it, your opponent is 1 leg ahead of you. However, he didn't do that.
$60. 45.
Perfect looking first dart. Follows it up. And again, second 180 of the match for Ian White. Oh, and here comes Thornton. Here comes Thornton. Trading maximums here.
A great response from Robert Thornton. There was no way he could have won another breaker throw. And that's a great follow-up as well.
136.
So Thornton wants the 136. Now on the 167 in the previous leg, he didn't hit a treble. This time he has.
96.
So he's got to rely on Ian White not to take this 1-2-1 out. Now the way he's playing, you've got to fancy him to have a dart at the bullseye.
Oh, he should get one. Oh, it's even better than that. It's a dart at double 14. He hit this earlier for the 148, and he's just missed it for the 1-2-1, and it could have been a killer blow.
Yes, it certainly would have been. But Thornton is still in this match. You're right, Danny. That double 14 will go in. You know, he's 5-2 up with 2 breaks to throw. And the way White is playing, you know, from there, quite confident that he'll close the game out. However, he's only got to hold on to his throw, and he just can't be beaten.
Oof.
125.
Well, it would have been for a 12 darter if Ian White had taken that 1-2-1 out. hit a 12 darter to break Thornton earlier in the match.
140.
You would think Robert Thornton's going to have to find one of his own at some point here. Either that or rely on Ian to have another one of those legs, like leg 5, where he missed an absolute string of doubles.
That's right.
And if you take that one out, it's been a phenomenal game of darts in terms of the standard.
Yes, it certainly has. I mean, both players have been playing at the top of the game, especially White. But he mustn't let it go, because Thornton's just edging towards him. Actually did this, Robert Thornton, in the previous leg that White threw first, and then White stepped up and hit a 180. No, it's the 171 he hit, didn't he?
That was right, yeah.
100.
He's pretty much stolen the darts here, Robert Thornton. Another one of those. Ooh,
85.
It's not the first time that's happened for Robert Thornton, and it's cost him a little bit there.
Very costly.
An extra 15 points makes all the difference.
Coming back for 126, you got 2 darts at treble 19 to have a dart at the bullseye, and now he's coming back for the 141. Yeah, so
141.
I know we keep saying it, Dan, about missing the big numbers, and obviously it's not deliberate, but it is costly.
89. And you require 116.
Robert Thornton's school of mime. It's brilliant. Know exactly what's going on. Needs a treble for a dart at the double. Doesn't get it.
Well, it's certainly been the poorest scoring leg of the match for Ian White. And now Thornton a chance to get back in this game and actually probably go to the favourite again.
32.
That's a little bit naughty from someone in the crowd just shouting on Robert's last dart.
And you require 16.
If they can be identified, they will be asked to leave the arena.
8-8 for 5-3. And he gets it. And sort of an apologetic wave of the hand. He knows that he's benefited there from someone in the crowd shouting out in Robert's throw. Now, some players, that will get in their heads and it will really put them off. It could go one or two ways for Robert, because I've seen him before where that actually focuses his mind and sometimes it brings the best out of him, and maybe it's doing so here.
I think possibly he was more annoyed that he didn't hit the double top with the first dart, the way he'd scored in that leg. However, he has let... Well, that's been one apiece now, because Ian White let him off earlier on, so one apiece on let-offs. However, what a crucial time to miss 2 darts at double top.
Yeah.
You know, 4 all or 5-3. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to work that one out.
$140.
Well, under major pressure here. Robert Thornton was 5-3 down in the second round to Thomas Saylor. And he managed to just about turn things around there. But doing that against Ian White, who's averaging around about 103 at the moment, that is a very, very different proposition. Oh,
43.
wow. 17 would have left him 170. As it is, there's no outshot, so Robert Thornton's got plenty of time to see this off.
Won't go for the bullseye, hit the 10 to his tops, yes. He's old school as Robert Thornton. He is not interested in that little red bit in the middle of the board. He just wants 3 darts at his favourite double top.
Walking in a Phil Taylor Wonderland being sung for the first time this
59.
weekend. There's only one Stokey here, and it's that man, the diamond. 10s he wants. 5s.
Oh.
35.
Well. Ian White, he's taken out 148. Nearly took out 121. If he can take out 125, he wins the match. Treble 20. For double top.
105. Robert, you require 5.
One match dart. Missed by Ian White.
I was going to say, he go 3, but he has gone 3, double 1.
Robert Thornton.
Well, this is the leg that Robert Thornton has got to look at a 12 darter. You kind of feel that Ian White's not going to pitch more than 15 darts in this leg.
$100.
Well, there you see, 101.7 average. Very, very strong from Ian White. They've both scored well.
Yeah, front nine is really good. Anything 110 around that area. Obviously, when you start pitching up to 120, that's absolutely exceptional. And the 101. Robert Thornton, that's missed doubles more than anything, just brought his average down, but he's still in this game, but he needs to find, well, now a minimum of a ton. 60's just not going to be good
60.
enough. Plenty of daylight now, Dan.
Yep. Yeah, this is his match to lose from here. So, identical checkout percentages.
140.
Ton 40 gets Ian White down to a finish, and Robert Thornton is not going to be on one.
100.
He's not far away from one, but it's not close enough. So the 1-2-1 doesn't have to go the ball route, Ian White, so he'll look at that treble 20 first up. And
he won't go for 17s. No, he'll stay up there.
Yeah, and there we go.
A sensible, old-school throw-in.
89.
And he had a good line there. The first dart, although it missed, was a good angle on it. And now Robert Thornton's just got to hope that Ian White misses like he did in, I think, leg 5.
Leg 5, he missed 6 clear darts.
And you require 32.
But he's got 3 clear darts in his hand here for 6-4. And a place in the quarterfinals. And Ian the Diamond White. We said it was going to be close. We said it'd probably go